I'm so much grateful and so happy. And really my heart just, I feel so much expanded. I feel so much even more open, even more wild, even more connected to myself, to the world, to Barry. It was a really deep journey for me. I feel it was exactly what we needed. I felt so much ready to go deeper with him to this level. This is what I was really wanted. And like, we are together kind of like 4 months, but it feels like through all these months and through all these days now in the retreat, we went to this, like we were able both to go to this point where we were accepting each other. And for the really first moment in my life, I felt that much heard, that much received, that much accepted, that much loved. And I was able just to be myself, to show who I am, really. I was like, yeah, I can be myself. And he still will love me. That was really important for me to understand and to see that this is like really possible. You know, I'm really, really grateful, and now I really feel that whole existence showering love on us. And the whole existence is celebrating us, celebrating this union with this man. I'm so happy. And I really think that he's the best man. I mean, I always thought this, but now I'm so sure. Like, I don't know. Yeah. Thank you so much for holding space for us and for sharing this knowledge, sharing your love with us and inspiring us to go deeper, to really devote ourselves to this love and commit to the love. This is also was a huge understanding for me. Yeah. And thank you for doing this with me. And we both really wanted to do this so much, so yeah.
It's always hard to know where to begin with these things. Yeah, I would say a year ago I never would have imagined that I would be at a couples retreat, couples Tantra retreat. A year ago I didn't even know what that even meant, you know? Just kind of like this mysterious thing, like, ooh, I wonder what happens there, you know? Like and yeah. And then I decided to come to your singles retreat. And I'm convinced completely that because I went to your singles retreat, I am now here. Because just the profound effect that it had on me to really just, you know, open me up, you know, to see myself and to really let myself come out and prepare me to meet such an amazing, beautiful, like free, open, wild, amazing. Did I say amazing? Yes, and yeah, so I thought, wow, this really prepared me, you know, and then we've had magical 4 months, and we both were like, yeah, we're going to couples retreat, like we wanted it, you know, for ourselves and together. And actually, you know, the few days before the retreat, we actually started to have some problems, you know, and it was like, it's like, why now, you know? And then the first couple days of the retreat was really, some difficulties, you know, and I now see, you know, that it was just all like the smelter's fire or whatever. All it was allowing, it was the pressure and intensity needed to allow the impurities to come to the surface. And that's all it was the impurities coming so that I could see them, you know. And through your teaching, you know, and explanation, and so clear and so concise, and you know, I'm able to see what those impurities are, and where they're coming from, the source, and what to do about it, you know, and how to change myself for the better, rather than just seeing these impurities and having these patterns and behaviors and repeating them over and over. Because now, you know, I could see these patterns in my life and all of my relationships, but what do I do about it, you know, too? And so, you know, that's really the real, like, juice and gift, is the ability to your teaching to understand and change and grow, you know, exponentially. Yeah. I, you know, speaking of impurities, I told her, it's funny now, if I wasn't with her, I wouldn't be with anybody. This is what I told her.
Yeah.
I think it's hilarious now. Because I do, I'm not a quantity guy, I'm a quality guy. And I value my alone time and my life. And my life is amazing.
Even if it's
I created an amazing life for myself. So it's, and you know, other students and their questions and sharings, and you know, they, you know, inspire all of us. And you know, this question of like, okay, why do we do this? If this is so hard, why do we do this? You know, yeah, and that's a great question. You know, phenomenal question. And got me to ask the same thing, you know. And I answered it to her last night. You know, I was like, yes, I am happy alone, and my life is amazing, but with you, my life is richer, my life is better, and I enjoy it more, and you're worth it. And so that's why I do it. And, you know, so it's easier to be alone, but if you can be with somebody, then you're even that much better of a person, right? So what I really realized too, and the big light that goes off into all of this, and the real profound and deep teaching, I realized, okay, we're trying to get along as a species with each other and with the planet, and we have so much love for each other, and yet it's so difficult to get along. You know, this, you know, what a tremendous feat we're up against as a society to get along. Okay. But learning these tools and learning about myself, I really learned how to get along with the person that I love, but not only that, but to get along with others as well. And now I realize that this is the real work that humanity needs to do, each and every one of us, to purify, to get rid of our garbage, right? To skim off the impurities, to refine ourselves as that gold. And when we do this, I realized that this is what the greats and the saints all had achieved. All they really did was they removed their garbage. They came to a place of love, and they remain in that place of love with everyone.
Wow.
And with all of humanity, and they, you know, and so now I see, you know, not only how to have a great relationship, how to be a better person, how to be a great person amongst the other greats that have existed too, you know. So definitely this is the path. And I know it for sure. Maybe without taking up too much time, one poem real quick along the same thing. Okay.
Ooh.
I couldn't lie anymore. So I started calling my dog God. At first, he looked very strange, very confused, but I kept at it, and soon he started to smile and even to dance. So I kept at it, and now he doesn't even bite. I'm wondering if this can work on humanity. And now I know what that poem really means, you know, and what it means to be in that place of love and compassion, and what it takes to stay in that place of love and compassion. You know, yes.
Oh.